This week on the State Champs Network's high school sports show, boys and girls hoops in full effect in the Hoosier State, along with hoops will also hit the mat in Ohio.
Michigan just starting to roll out winter competition, swimming and bowling, all making their 2021 debuts.
So grab a snack and sit back.
State Champs High School Sports Show starts now. Hello everyone and welcome back to the State Champs Network studios as we roll out another highlight-filled episode of State Champs High School Sports Show. I'm Jenna Rose.
And I'm Lauren Plant. This program presented by Lawrence Technological University, where LTU wants you to live the dream of playing college sports. Recruit yourself at LTUathletics.com.
What makes State Champs stand out from the rest? Yes, we've got hoops, but so much more from several winter sports.
We want to see the State Champs Network grow and thrive, so please follow State Champs Network on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Let's get things started. We'll begin in Indiana.
Kevin Trzynski, and we go to Arsenal Tech in Indianapolis for the Boys Basketball City Championship. Cathedral coming into the match 12-1, and the Tigers of Crispus Addicts sitting at 12-2. First quarter action, Cathedral moving the ball around well. Tayshawn Comer, the feed to Jake Davis, and the sophomore drops it from beyond the arc. Here's Davis again dropping another triple, scoring on 4 of them on 6 tries, 16 total points on the night for the sophomore. Cathedral taking control in the first quarter. Finally, Crispus Addicts gets the ball rolling with a poke from Donovan Barnett. Junior Willie Mays picks up the loose ball and the bounce back pass to Barnett, and the senior gets the lay-in to go. The Irish D coming up big. Jalen Carson's drive to the rim is denied by Jackson Edwards. Cathedral up 16-8 after the end of the first. Cathedral still showing no signs of lifting off the gas here in the second. Tayshawn Comer driving and dishing to Jaron Tibbs. The sophomore connecting from downtown, and the Irish pulling away. But the Tigers crawling back to keep the game close. A pair of 12s battling for the ball, but it was Isaiah Stafford breaking free, and the senior going up and under, getting the basket to drop. However, Cathedral led at the break, up 39-25. Third quarter, Jake Davis with one of his 2 misses here, but Vincent Brady comes flying in with the putback slam. The senior Brady had 12 points on the night. Stafford having a decent game for the Tigers, leading his team with 17 points. X down 13, 55-42 at the end of the third. And the second leading scorer on the Tigers, Keyshawn Ware, his long shot drops and the sophomore had 13 on the night. But this night belonged to the Cathedral and the Fighting Irish. Tayshawn Comer with the clear path and the slam. Comer also scoring 16 for the Irish. Junior Jackson Edwards, your leading scorer with 17. Cathedral defeats Crispus Addicts 69-59, your final score. Indianapolis Cathedral is your 2021 Indianapolis City Boys Basketball Champions.
Jeremy Otto with you, and we find ourselves inside the gymnasium at Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter for some girls basketball action. The Raiders sitting above 500 late in the season at 11-7, and same goes for the visiting Southwestern Spartans at 13-6. Starting things off in the first quarter, senior Jenna Gruber back over to Lauren Beeman, and the senior splashes at home from long range. This snatched an early lead for Cardinal Ritter, 9-7. The Spartans looking for an answer now. McKinley Coro with the thread-the-needle pass through 2 defenders over to Abby Muck, who converts and won. Tie ball game at 9-all. The Lady Spartans also moved the ball well in the first. It's the Muck family connecting down low. Abby to Allison, just like the Blacktop at home. And at the end of the first, we remain tied at 15 apiece. The second quarter just as tight as the first. The Raiders in transition off the turnover, and here comes Emma Lisselman marching down the hardwood. Lauren Beeman fakes it back to Lisselman, the senior, good from long range, as she led the night with 23 and recorded her 1,000th career point. Well, nearing halftime now, Spartans with the possession and playing tic-tac-toe with the ball. Finally, it ends up down low to Abby Muck, and she converts off the glass. This one all tied up as we hit halftime, 31-31. Now the third quarter looking much different than the first. The Lady Raiders came out on fire offensively and defensively, scoring 26 points and only allowing 9. 3 of those 26 came right here from Kelsey Wagner, the junior, with 15 on the night. Cardinal Ritter up 57-40 after the third stanza. The hole was too deep for the Spartans to climb out, but they kept fighting in the fourth, outscoring the Raiders 13-7. Abby Muck playing a great game as she drives the net and adds 2 more to her total here. Cardinal Ritter holds off Southwestern after a nail-biting first half, 64-53, your final score. I'm Jeremy Otto, and we go to Warren Central for a non-conference boys basketball matchup between the Warriors and the Dragons of New Palestine. Warren Central, one of the top teams in the state, coming into the meeting 9-5, while the Dragons at 9-4. First quarter action, it was New Pal securing the opening tip. Senior Eli Stevens driving here, misses, but fellow senior Matthew Brown is there to rip down the offensive rebound, notching the first points of the game. The Warriors would make a play defensively. Malik Stanley in the right place to steal away this loose ball, tosses it underneath to Sean Black. The senior draws contact and finishes strong to draw a 3-point play opportunity. Well, New Pal had its struggles in the first, but they would show some life here from Blaine Nunnally. The speedy sophomore drives the crowded lane and double clutches for the score. New Pal down 8 after the first, 14-6. Warren Central would continue to tack on the points in the second. Junior Ty Davis finding Donald Coates wide open, and he doesn't disappoint from downtown. The Warriors showcasing why they're one of the best teams in the Hoosier State here. More from Coates, showing off his athletic ability as he draws the foul and lays it in. Warren Central with a huge lead at the break, up 32-14. While the Dragons continue to struggle, they did give their best effort in the third quarter, scoring 12 points total. Here it's the sophomore Blaine Nunnally taking it coast to coast with his soft touch at the net. At the end of the third, Warren Central up 55-26. Warren Central moved the ball well in this one. Senior point guard Malik Dowdell with the take from behind the long line, and he gets this lane to go. Warren Central comes out on top of this one over New Pal, 63-37, your final.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University Athletics. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. The marching band is back in action, and we caught up with the director about expanding the program and how you can get involved.
Hello, my name is Anthony Case, and I am the Director of Bands at Lawrence Technological University. My primary instrument that I played in high school and college is the trumpet. When I first started off, I was in 5th grade and really enjoyed playing music. I actually started off as a percussionist, and I ended up actually changing over to trumpet as my brother was a percussionist. My entire family, they're all music teachers, band directors, so I was basically born into it and in my blood. In 2013, we started up the LTU Pep Band after about a 70-year hiatus of not having any music programs on LTU's campus. Since then, in 2018, we started up the LTU Blue Devils Marching Band. With that program, we ended up starting the drumline and the color guard as well. We started with about 40 members, and right now we're roughly around 70 members in the marching band, and we're continuing to expand our program. The LTU Blue Devils Marching Band rehearses Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. We actually start our season in August with band camp, usually the week before school starts. We rehearse throughout the fall and the winter. We perform at convocation, commencement, homecoming, football games, men and women's basketball games. It's one that when we go through and we're recruiting students that are looking at LTU are looking for a technological degree, and there's not many universities that are technology based and have a music program that goes along with it. So the students have an opportunity to continue in their passion of performing music, continuing the marching band, the drumline, the color guard, while earning a scholarship to help pay for their degree.
Take your future into your hands. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
than never, the Holly Broncos hosting the Trojans of Owosso to open up the boys' swimming season. I'm Greg Moulson, and let's get started with the 200-yard medley relay. Brandon Stricker with the final leg for the Broncos, giving them the win with a time of 2:02.17. In the first individual event of the night, it's another win for Holly, with Colin Wilczak winning the 200-yard freestyle in 2:24.92. Drew Hignite follows with another first-place finish for the Broncos, taking the 200 IM in 2:38.89. That was the first of two wins for Hignite, who also took first in the 100 breaststroke. Alex Binger gets the first win for the Trojans, showing off his speed, winning the 50 free in 25.97. The Owosso sophomore also picked up another first in the 100 free. Holly didn't have any divers, so Owosso sweeps that event, led by Charles DeWeese taking first. Zachary Rockefeller picks up the first of his two wins in the 100 butterfly. He also won the 100 backstroke. That was the start of the longest race of the night, the 500 free. Just over 6.5 minutes later, it's Holly's Brandon Stricker coming in well ahead of the pack, 55 seconds in front of Owosso's Tyler Sheldon. To go along with his two individual wins, Alex Binger gets another first-place finish, swimming the final leg of the 200 freestyle relay for Owosso. And in the final event of the night, Holly comes from well behind in the 400 free relay. That's Shane Valerio taking over the lead in the third position. Drew Hignite would finish it off in the final leg, giving Holly its 8th win in 12 events. But thanks to its overall depth, Owosso wins the meet 100-81. The Trojans just happy to be back in the pool competing.
It's really nice to actually have a season this year and be able to get out there and compete and actually start racing again.
You know, the kids got in the water not quite 2 weeks ago. Saturday the 16th, we got in the water. And, you know, I didn't have to push them at all. I think there's a lot of pent-up energy, and they're ready to get out and compete. And it's just nice to be able to see the kids out doing something finally, you know, and get them out exercising and burning off some stress and burning off all that pent-up energy they've had this winter. So it's a good thing to get them in the water.
I'm Ryan Slocum. Let's head to the west side of the state for an OK Red Conference bowling matchup with Rockford taking on Granville. We'll begin on the boys' side with the Baker games. Rockford's Tyler Backheim with the strike for the Rams. Then it's the lefty doing the same. Tony DeLucia knocks them all down. Rockford had all 10 points after the Bakers. The Bulldogs making some noise in game one. Connor Vandersloot, two hands. He hooks it right into the pocket. He led Granville with a 2:25 in game one. Logan Straub had himself a day, rolling a 2:01 and a 2:05. But his dogs couldn't keep up with the Rams. Sam Colby had a match-high 2:45 in game one, along with a 196, while DeLucia added a 2:44 and 193. Rockford cruises in games 1 and 2 as well by a total of 1986 to 1812. As for the ladies, this was a close one. Beginning with the Bakers, Granville's Savannah Schmidt with the strike. The Bulldogs took the first Baker, 179-176. Rockford would take the second Baker. Then in the regular games, Emily Brown rolls a turkey in the 10th frame to end game one with a 4-bagger. She had a 188 and a match-high 224 in game two. This one came right down to it. Carly Chapman with a ram strike here. She followed a 117 with a 189. Emma Corhorn had it going all day. She rolls a turkey in the 10th to end game one on a 4-bagger as well. Emma rolled a 192 and 187. Emma Colby also had it going on. She tallied a 184 and a team-high 211 in Game 2 as Rockford gets the sweep over Granville, with the girls winning as well, 1943 to 1896.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we go to more boys swimming. Oakland Activities Association matchup as Birmingham Seaholm was at home to take on the Falcons from Farmington. And we begin with the 200 IM. This would be the junior Cammie Wilson from Seaholm that would dominate in this race as he goes in for the win by 6 seconds. Farmington had a solid season in 2020, one time ranked number 1 in Division 2. In the exciting 50 free, it would be a battle between teammates, Jared Visser and Andrew Pan, but it would be the senior Visser that would edge it out for the victory. Moving ahead to the 100-yard butterfly, and it would be Wilson once again for the Maples with another big win, taking it by 3 seconds. Next to the 100-yard freestyle, it would be a good finish between Tom Girdler of Seaholm and Visser of Farmington. Middle of your screen, it would be Girdler winning it by 0.11 of a second. More from the Maples here in the 500 free. As a sophomore, Scott Hassett would take the race with a time just over 4 minutes and 58 seconds, winning by 6 seconds. Farmington trying to stay in it, and they would take the 200-yard free relay, and then here in the 100 breaststroke, the senior Trevor Jones would win this race by 3 seconds. But it would be too much Seaholm on this night. The senior Jake Busey would beat out his teammate by nearly a second as Seaholm goes on to take the meet.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
I'm Ryan Slocum. We kick things off in the Columbus area. A matchup with the top of the KMAC up for grabs. The undefeated Fredericktown Freddies traveled to Centerburg to take on a Trojans team with only one loss on the season. The 6'5" senior Carter Jones gets Centerburg started. He drives the paint for the jump hook plus the foul. The Freddies come back with the long ball, working it around the perimeter before finding Caleb Sheriff for the triple try. That cuts the lead down to 5. The Trojans hitting from outside thanks to the hustle from Alex Johnson. Falling out of bounds, he saves it and kicks it to Levi Hauk for 3. Centerburg held a 29-20 lead heading into the break. The Freddies start to close that gap in the third thanks to their three-point shooting. Thomas Caputo to Cade Carpenter for the open look. Bang! But Centerburg won't let them pull ahead. Mick Mead drives through traffic for the lay-in. We have a close one with the Trojans up 44-41 heading into the fourth. They trade blows from there. Carter Jones backs his way in, steps through. He goes glass for the tough deuce. The Freddies D locks down after that. Ty Hatfield hits the floor, kicks it up to Sheriff for the bucket. And Hatfield stays active. He misses the triple try, but grabs his own board and gets it to Lincoln Cunningham for 3, and he is pumped up. The Trojans down a point with a minute left when Johnson finds Hauk again for 3. They retake the lead and force a Freddies timeout. Fredericktown comes up empty on the next possession and would be forced to foul. Mick Mead knocks down both, and that would seal the deal. Centerburg wins a nail-biter to take a one-game lead atop the KMAC, downing Fredericktown by a final score 62-58. Let's head north to check out a clash in the Great Lakes Conference. The 9-3 Normandy Invaders visiting 6-7 Rocky River. Last time they met in December, the Pirates picked up the win. but the Invaders get us going here. Jace Kukral kicks it out to Matt Dunn for the catch-and-shoot triple. He finds nothing but the bottom. The Pirates answer right back, though. Charlie Hudson drains the open look beyond the arc. Charlie with the bucket, now the assist. He drives and kicks it up to Patrick Lane, who cans the tray, giving the Pirates a 2-point lead after one. Later, it's Lang cutting down a wide-open lane to pick up another easy 2 points with the left. But the Invaders catch fire in the second. Stefan Stantic with a hand in his face still knocks down the corner three. Then it's Kukral drawing the extra defender. He dumps it to Patrick Gale, who gets the bucket and the foul. Stantic closes out the half, finding Matt Dunn for yet another triple. The Invaders took a 38-28 lead into the break. Pirates trying to close the gap in the third. D. Hudson open at the top of the key for three. But the three balls were still falling on the other end. Nadir Ibrahim making it rain. The Pirates finally get some momentum late in the third. Patrick Lang off the window at the buzzer. Rocky River still down 12 though heading into the fourth. But then Robbie Lang takes control in the final frame. He drills a three in the corner. Then in transition, it's Lang again from straight away. He scored 9 of the Pirates' last 10 points, including this, the game winner with only seconds left on the clock. The Invaders' desperation heave doesn't fall, and the Pirates complete the comeback to win a thriller 57-56 over Normandy to remain in the hunt for the top of the GLC.
Wrestling at Westlake in the home of the Demons. I'm Jeff Heisner reporting. Mike Carpenter and his Demons fighting through a difficult year because of COVID. They're taking on Scott Sedlak's Avon Lake Shoremen, who can say ditto. Nathan Perry for the Shoremen taking on Brogan Hardup in the 113-pound match. Great job by Avon Lake's Perry getting the pin. 138 pounds, Joe Marconi for Avon Lake, and Khalid Asker for Westlake. Asker with the takedown. He gets the pin. Asker gets the win for the Demons. Step it up to 152 pounds, Jack Marconi taking on Aiden Ashburn. Ashburn, a strong move here for his takedown. Ashburn then goes on to pin Marconi. Really hard-fought match in the 170-pound class. Danny Keenan in green taking on Andrew Sullivan. Keenan with an escape for the point, and that is the difference in this match. Keenan hangs on for the win. Westlake wins a tight match with Avon Lake. Demons coach Mike Carpenter happy to see his team perform, leading up to sectionals.
Today was nice to get everyone back, or mostly everyone back, kind of get back into the flow of things. And the way things are going for the rest of the year, we may not have too many more matches because we're getting into February, and guys are getting closer to sectionals, so people are a little bit leery, I think, of wrestling too close to sections because they don't want to be quarantined for the section tournament. So it's a very different year. Everyone's kind of been trying to adjust. I think trying to keep people motivated now the last month. We only had half a team, they only had half a team, so we were really just thinking about wrestling our best, wrestling with intensity, and putting on a good performance.
We want to thank you for watching this week. Let us know big games coming up in your state. We'll do our best to see if we can get them featured here on State Champs. Best way to do that is by sending us an email. The address, contact us at statechampsnetwork.com.
That's right, it's simple. New episodes premiere every Friday, and to watch more exclusive highlights from the week that was in all 3 states, do us a huge favor. Like, follow, subscribe, and share State Champs Network by going to our State Champs social channels. You can find State Champs Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube.
Please visit our website, statechampsnetwork.com, for all of the video and the latest in news from all 3 states. Or take it all in by downloading the awesome State Champs Sports Network app on the Apple or Google Play Store. I'm Jenna Rose.
And I'm Lauren Plant. Let's do this again next week. State Champs High School Sports Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.